Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, what's up? It's Tuesday, Tarot Tuesday. We are gonna do an awesome spread today in honor of our Earth Mother Gaia, Gaia Chitaya, Gandalos, Gandanam. And it's cool. It's gonna be cool. So anyways, welcome back. This is episode 180. That feels so big to me. I mean, yesterday was 179. I mean, I didn't really think about it. But today, to see the number 180, I was like, dang, girl, you have been talking a lot. So we are on week 11 with our herb of the week, mullein. We talked about that yesterday. Pretty cool plant. I'm excited for it to be with us. I love the affirmations. I love the affirmations every single week. And I print them out and I put them on my fridge. And if you want to print them out, there is a link on herbalmarie.com to look up at the top. It says like Herb Oracle. Then it has each week's herb linked. You go over to my Patreon page and you can print it out there. So anyways, I print out the affirmations. It's the only thing on my fridge. That's the trick. That's the secret. If you want to pay attention to something on your fridge, make it the only thing on your fridge. So minimalism to the max on the fridge, but at least then I have a chance to see it. Right, so I make intentions to read them daily. We'll do them here in a little bit. We'll say them together, and then we're gonna do this awesome Goddess Gaia inspired tarot spread. You can find it on Instagram at Spiritual Chick Mel. So Spiritual Chick, ChickMel. And this is a 4-card spread. So if you've been hanging out with me on Tuesdays and you've got a tarot deck or an oracle deck will also work. You may have been pulling along with me, and I love it. I love that idea that we're pulling cards together. And this tarot spread will be pulling 4 cards. All right. So now's the time that I tell you to go make some tea. I drank mine already. Now I'm drinking lemonade, I guess. It's just like a massive amount of lemon juice and water with honey. Drinking some of that, and get your tarot deck out. I'll be using the Herb Crafters Tarot by Letitia Guthrie and Joanna Powell Colbert. This is one of my 2 tarot decks that I own. I'm glad I can say that. I only own 2 tarot decks. I'm pretty selective with my tarot. My oracle, I'm a hoe. So anyways, I just want to say, one, there has been quite the increase in positive people that have entered my life literally within the past 2 days, like a noticeable amount of beautiful people, which is interesting because, we had the 444, April 4th, 2020. Well, 2020 adds up to 4. So 444, we had that kind of special day this weekend. I did some meditations. I did some intentioning. I did some light work. I think the next day I did participate in a global meditation. I did my own ceremony, but I tried to do it at the same time as the global time was set. So I feel like the energy has changed. Are you feeling this? I look down, I see 414. I feel like that's a confirmation enough for me. But in my own life, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling things shift within me. Like, gosh, like, not that I'm a whole new person. I just had like a tantrum at Herbal Marie like one day, just a few days ago. I need to get back there and get some other podcasts uploaded. But, you know, so many people reached out, stepped up to the plate, showed their support, left me voicemail messages, just was real sweethearts. Like, and I appreciate you for doing that. If you're one of them, or even if you just sent me good vibes, I appreciate that. But anyways, I just want to say that, you know, I've been asking the universe to show me how good I am, right? Show me how good the world is. Show me how good people are. And it is. And I am saying these people are beautiful. I'm saying you are beautiful. So thank you so much for just being you. And, you know, I'm really excited to have these visual validations and examples of how a person can be beautiful, right? So, I mean, whether it's, you know, male or female, I just love people being themselves and being beautiful and shining their light and inspiring me, and then also showing me what is possible. So, yeah, because if you've never been around somebody that's truly lighted or truly kind or truly generous, you know, it's like, does that even exist? And so you have to ask the universe, show me that it exists. Show me that there are examples of you beautiful people. I believe there are beautiful men. Now I want you to show me them. Show me their big hearts. You know what I mean? Show me their kindness. So anyways, yeah, I'm noticing this manifest in my life, even just as examples, like maybe not like in my physical life per se, but I'm at least witnessing it now more and more. So I would say that is me having an energy shift within myself, because my perspective now has changed. So I'm always open to changing our perspectives. The tarot layout that we're going to talk about today and dive into today is going to help us maybe manifest a different perspective on compassion. So we just manifested more compassion a couple weeks ago with Elder, when we did our Elder week. So it's come back around. Here's the 4 questions with this tarot spread layout, so you can see if you want to hang out and do this with me. I'm just going to read you the 4 questions by the Goddess Gaia inspired tarot spread by @spiritualchickmel. There's 4 questions. 1, how can I be more compassionate towards myself during this time? 2, how can I be more compassionate towards my loved ones during this time? 3, what is the lesson in this for me? So it's like whatever topic you're asking about or thinking about, what is the lesson in this for me? And 4, how will the lesson assist me during this time? So they're pretty general questions. It'll be interesting to see what the cards say. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you. The reason I had to go with this spread is the artwork on it. I mean, I like the questions, but it has Goddess Gaia inspired tarot spread written at the top, and then there literally is this amazing artistic rendition of what Gaia would look like if she was in a human form, right? So it says, like, her body is made of branches and leaves and flowers and greenery, and she's this beautiful woman with this amazing hair made of vines and flowers, and it's just incredible. So, and I love that there's, to me it looks like a cherry tree and blossom way in the background. Like, there was just like all these little signs that I was like, you need to do this spread. Just absolutely gorgeous. And like in my life, you know, I am trying always to love myself more, to accept myself the way I am, to see myself as goddess energy. Now I just saw 919. The numbers are going to play with me today, guys. But it's like physically we struggle as humans. And, we really do need to up our self-love, up our self-respect, up our self-care, right? But start to see ourselves as divine, right? Even though our ego gets caught up in the flesh. And I see this all the time. One of the beautiful people that I've attracted recently, this past week in my life, is a gorgeous woman. I mean, you don't get prettier than what she is, right? And she posted the other day that she's trying during this time of quarantine or whatever to not wear her as much makeup, to not wear her false eyelashes. And she was saying that like this is like actually a struggle for her because she felt like if she didn't have them on before, she would hide behind sunglasses and feel like basically like she wasn't good enough. And so she posted this picture with like nothing on her face, like really like not as much makeup. And to her, that was like a big change. Or maybe like, I don't know, like to her, that was her struggle to, look less made up, even though I'm like, oh my God, like none of us are even half as pretty as you. You know what I mean? But that wasn't the point. The point is every single person has probably something that they physically wrestle with. Even though like the wisdom in their heart is like, come on now, I should know better, or like this is bullshit, or like I know I'm a soul, I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am like, even though there is a part of you that knows that, you still have an ego that gets caught up in the flesh. And so here's this gorgeous woman. One, I'm just loving her honesty. You know what I mean? Because it's like here she is trying to accept herself. Of course, from my perspective, I'm like, honey, you haven't made, like, shut up. But that was not my first response. My first response was, thank you for being so honest, because I've got my own struggles too, right? I mean, you have 3 children. Trust me, there's something that don't look like it used to. Usually about a half a dozen things at the least. And it's like, we have to get over it. Get over yourself. Enough already. This constant, perpetual self-criticism, beating yourself up over the flesh is just ridiculous. You are only in this body for a short amount of time. You are much, much more than this meat suit. So anyways, there's that. But anyways, I appreciated having this woman in my life, I just like to observe and witness and learn from people and be inspired by people too. So anyways, and then, yes, my other Facebook friend, Stephanie, she posted a picture like, this is my real face, and then I posted my real face on her post. Like, there's just been a lot of sharing this week, and it's been really fun, and a lot of connecting, and a lot of synchronicities, and a lot of connecting the dots, and a lot of the universe playing with me and making it magical and fun, and a lot of me being honest as always. So anyways, there's that. Now, the other thing I want to just toss in real quick, if you could just send a little love and a little prayer to my grandma. So I woke up this morning like flying high, right? Feeling so good. I posted on Facebook, I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am, because Blossom Goodchild just did a really awesome channeling on her YouTube, and she reminded me that we need to be saying that, because it really does help elevate our frequency when we use that repetitive mantra affirmation. I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am. So anyways, I made a little picture, put the words on the picture, uploaded it, took a shower, feeling really fantastic for me, early, right? I'm trying to get up early again. Come back out of the shower. My mom has messaged me. My grandma had a mini stroke last night. So she's at the hospital. Of course, nobody can fucking be there because of this whole corona shit. So my grandma's like there alone, and she's like almost 90. Yeah, so anyways, luckily my she knew to call the ambulance right away. They said it's just a mini stroke at this point, like, so it didn't go like full stroke. But anyways, stroke, if you've been following my podcast, is like a scary loaded word around here now, because my best friend just lost her mom to a stroke. My daughters lost their grandma to a stroke in January. So it's I'm not looking forward to my daughters waking up and me telling them about Gigi, because instantly that word is a trigger in this house. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if you could just send a little love to my cute little Gigi, Mary Doris, and hang in there, girl. So, and we haven't seen her because of this whole like quarantine thing. Before like they were like, don't go around your old people. We had like a stomach bug, so like we had not seen her on our own right before that. Before that, she had actually fallen off her porch. I know, because the wind blew the door open and it swung her off the damn porch. And she broke a rib, and she was just kind of like real edgy. So like I was like, girls, let's just wait. So anyways, we have not seen her like since Christmas, I think. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while, because like after my daughter's grandma died, my one daughter especially was like, can we please go see Gigi? And it's just one thing after the other prevented that. And so now I'm freaking out because like they've been wanting to see their Gigi, and we just hadn't been able to. And now this, like, so help me God, you know what I mean? If she doesn't pull through, that's gonna be something heavy weighing on you, you know what I mean? So anyways, little love and light towards Mary Doris, okay, in Western Pennsylvania, Clarion. This is the Clarion call for Mary Doris. If I know when it's time for people to go, they're gonna go no matter what. I get that, but I'm still a selfish little brat, and I want my grandma to stay here with me. All right, let me drink and come back and have my cards shuffled, and we'll actually get this Tarot Tuesday Tarot podcast going on. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our beautiful herb of the week, mullein, and I lovingly dedicate these all to you. Thank you so much for your support. I have the courage to follow my inspiration. I ignite the flame of creativity. I listen to the voice of my ancestors. I am integrating all aspects of my life. I take a breather and give myself time to rest and recuperate. I am open to the clarity and guidance that comes toward me. Yes, indeed, I have the courage to follow my inspiration. I ignite the flame of creativity. I listen to the voice of my ancestors. I am integrating all aspects of my life. I take a breather and give myself time to rest and recuperate. I am open to the clarity and guidance that comes toward me. And so it is. All right. I finally made my way back to the desk. Like, how long was I gone? What were we even talking about? The last segment was called, Beautiful People. Yeah, beautiful people on this beautiful Gaia. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I just want to witness more beautiful people, invite them into my life. But, if you want them to stay in your life, you yourself have to be a beautiful person as well, right? Everything has to be a vibrational match. So I feel like this is going to be a beautiful spread, the Goddess Gaia inspired tarot spread. Did you shuffle your deck? I made more tea. This, I was talking about it in my tantrum, Shoot the Shiitake podcast at Herbal Marie. You can spread disinformation. If you'd like to see me at my worst, go over there. My tea bag quote is, love is an experience of infinity. Love is an experience of infinity. Oh, see, that's why I miss having a lover, like a real lover. Because yes, you do get a taste of infinity, but you can have that anytime, just when you're loving anything. So love what you want to love. Love your passions, love your projects, love your planet, love your earth. But for me personally, it's in that passionate kiss that I feel what infinity feels like. When you lose yourself in that energy and you forget you have a body, even though every part of your body is fully alive in that moment. Ironically, paradoxically, whatever word we want to put in there, that sounds right, you forget your body. It's like, even though like it's all about the body right there in that moment, somehow you leave it and you get a taste of infinity. Love is an experience of infinity. So I have heard that countless times from many, many different sources and guides. The only thing we get to take with us when we leave is love. Is our experience of love. And what helps us experience more love in our life, in our daily life, like on every level, every aspect, it's got to be compassion. It's got to be compassion. It's just one of the precursors of feeling more love for everyone, not just that lover, but for everyone. So, all right, we shuffled. My tea is way too hot to drink, but I still just love the sight of it steaming in front of the lamp. You know what I mean? I love a steamy cup of tea. And this dandelion spice is from Yogi Tea is awesome. So even though I was being a total bitch in my podcast the other day, I still was like, but first, let me tell you about this tea. All right, let's get our cards. So we are going so Gaia's in the middle, Goddess Gaia is in the middle. And then we have one top left. The second card is top right. And then the bottom two corners, 3 and 4. So on the left side, we have 1 and 3. And on the right side, we have 2 and 4. So I'll be posting a picture of this on my Insta at Herb Oracle. Okay, here we go. I'm ready. I'm really kind of scattered today because I'm happy and excited. And I hope I'm going to be able to channel this energy into being productive. Finishing the garlic podcast, doing an herbal tarot podcast, working on a wild edibles cleaver podcast. I mean, I got a lot to do, and then I'm gonna turn around, it'll be the end of the week, and I'll have to do a mullein podcast. So I really hope that like my energy now is getting streamlined into my projects, into my double mission, right? I have a double mission here on planet Earth, on Gaia. I have my own individual things I'm working on, and then collectively, I have things that I've agreed to bring forth. So anyways, got a lot to do in 2020, so let's get her done. Here we go. Shut up, Sadie. Pull the damn card. Number 1, how can I be more compassionate towards myself during this time? Probably talk nicer to yourself, bitch. Oh, how can I be more compassionate to myself at this time? All right, so ask yourself that question as you shuffle your cards. How can I be more compassionate towards myself at this time? I told you my body issues, there goes my card. My body issues are there still, even though I see them improving. I have moments where I'm like, I hate this meat suit. Right? So it's like, I gotta be compassionate to myself. what can I do to help myself? How can I be more compassionate towards myself during this time? Okay, so my card fell down. Oh, it's cedar. Oh, you guys, it's number 7. Oh, 7 is my life path number. It harasses me all the time, and I love it so much. I love you, number 7. So I got the Chariot. To answer the question, how can I be more compassionate towards myself at this time? Number 7, the Chariot, cedar. And how can I be more compassionate? It says, move forward with confidence. Be disciplined yet flexible in your pursuits. Embody the journey. Ooh, so I'm talking about my body, right? I'm being honest. Gross. Honesty, gross. No, honesty is the only way for me. Embody the journey. Be disciplined yet flexible in your pursuits. Move forward with confidence. Okay, so back to my tantrum podcast, Herbal Marie. It was not really, I'm calling it a tantrum, but it really was more of a venting, reactionary, let's just get this off my chest type of deal. Let's just get this off my flat, deflated, I've had 3 children chest. Move forward with confidence. So yeah, like I mentioned to you yesterday, after I expressed how I felt and I dove into my doubt and my insecurities, I did rebound. Oh, I rebounded, honey. I came back and I was like, fuck the naysayers. I'm going to do what I want. You know, like I definitely felt like that. But you know, it's not just, you don't just want to be sassy. You want to be actually have valid and confidence, true confidence, right? We talked about confidence a couple weeks ago. Or was that just last week? I can't remember. But anyways, move forward with confidence. Be disciplined yet flexible. So yeah, like I was just messaging a beautiful human and saying to him, it's so hard to, you know, focus on these podcasts when the sun's shining. So I have to allow myself that, hey, if the sun is asking me to come outside and get some color on my legs, which I did, I got a little pink, like, and I wasn't even out there that long. I gotta honor that. Like when the sun invites you, who's gonna decline that? Not me. You know, like I love the sun. And then not beat myself up for being unfocused, right? So I told you I'm reading that book, Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. She cracks me up so hard. She has something about that goes right along with this in her book. She says you have to be a disciplined half-ass. So it's like, I gotta let go of perfection. So yeah, hey, so what if this garlic podcast isn't fully complete with every single detail about garlic there is to know? I have to let go of that perfectionism and just get it done. Just finish it. Have the discipline to finish it, even if it's half-assed. I have to be a disciplined half-ass. So be disciplined yet flexible in your pursuits. That's what a disciplined half-ass is. You're disciplined yet you're flexible in your pursuits. You get things done and, you know, they're done, all right? It's not perfect. It doesn't need to be. So let me talk about this picture. It's a mandala that's lying on a dark forest floor. Is beautiful. It's a cedar branch stripped of its needles, and that forms the shape of the roots, while another fuller one makes the shape of a tree canopy. So it looks like as above, so below, but it's just made with the cedar branches, okay? It's really beautiful, and it's in this circle. So the 2 stems come together to create a trunk. Cones encircle the tree. The mandala is framed by lush boughs above and below. A starlit sky casts an aura around the tree. So it's gorgeous. It's very calming. You know, that as above, so below energy. Yeah, just beautiful tree of life kind of vibes. It's gorgeous. So life is a forward moving gift. This chariot says to embark on a deeper quest. Learn from ancient wisdom and forge a new path. So that takes us to our Mullen affirmation this week. I listen to the voice of my ancestors. So how can I be more compassionate to myself this week, right? Maybe I really need to embark on something new. I'm not saying that like listening to your ancestors is phony or hogwash or anything like that. I just never felt worthy of that. Oh, I look up, I see 1133. I am worthy of that. But I never felt like, as like a white girl, like, who the fuck are my ancestors? Do you know what I mean? Like, I just always felt like even though I'm really called to native energy, I'm really called to Celtic energy, I'm really called to Indian energy, like India energy, like I'm really called to all these different types. I'm really actually called to African energy too. But it's like in society, like society be like, who the hell do you think you are, like dancing around the fire like you're a tribal woman, you know what I mean? Like, and so like I think like, you know, I was always like, well, why do I, like, this must be silly that I'm even pulled toward this energy. So I just sort of like went other directions, right? I found my divination other ways, right? But we have had so many life experiences, lifetimes, incarnations. Our soul is vast and great. We've basically been everywhere and done everything. I think that's kind of my vibe on it. So like if you are called to a certain thing and you're like, well, genetically I'm not Celtic, right? But you're really interested in runes and, you know, Nordic stuff, you should go there. You should go there. You should embark on a deeper quest, because you're going to learn from that ancient wisdom. You're going to learn something about yourself. So even if like it would not really be like socially like okay for you to dance around the fire, do it anyways if you feel called to it. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is you're drawn to. Like I'm not Australian, but I love Aboriginal stuff. Like love it. Like I love Australia. Like Australia tears me up, puts a lump in my throat. Why? I have no idea. I know of no physical ancestors from Australia. Do you know? But like I'm energetically tied to it. So my point is, our soul has energetic ties. We have ancestors that are not just biological. Okay. So anyways, back to this guidebook. Cedar is both a spiritual vessel used in sacred ceremony and a literal vessel when it is used for making canoes. I laughed because I skipped a sentence and like I caught that like I was skipping it. A literal vessel when it is used for way through the forest. I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, because I skipped a whole line of words. All right, so you can actually use cedar to make a canoe. I have a cedar jewelry box upstairs. It's a sacred vessel, spiritual vessel, and it's literally can be used as a vessel. So, like strong, flexible cedar roots finding their way through the forest, be determined and opportunistic. Travel between the worlds of heaven and earth. Bring the knowledge of spirit and soul into the body. Just as the cedar trunk contains the stories of the earth. Have faith in the experience. It is not the triumph, but the journey that leads to mastery. Ooh, that's so good. So yeah, the question is from our Goddess Gaia Inspired Tarot spread, how can I be more compassionate toward myself during this time? And the only thing that I can do right now to finish healing this body stuff that I have, it's not about loving my body. It's not, actually. It's about me finally using my body for what it was intended for. Using my body to bring spirit into my body, to bring soul into my body, being that conduit between heaven and earth. My body is nothing more than an antenna, than a vessel for spirit. So, of course, if I'm not using it appropriately for what it was intended for, I'm not going to appreciate it the way I could if I was actually using it for how it was intended. Oh, that was good. So it's like, it's not about me like being like, I love my body. No. Just use your body the way it was supposed to, right? Bring spirit into your body, and then you're not even going to think about your body. Of course, you'll love and appreciate your body for the vessel that it is, not because of what it looks like or nothing like that. Like, you're going to get over this, girl. You're going to get over this body. Trust me. And the last thing you do will be getting out of this body, and then you'll realize it all. But it's like, we got to do this while we're still in the bodies. Like, yes, honor your vessel, take care of your vessel, work out your vessel, feed your vessel, nourish your vessel, take care of it, but don't worship it. Don't be attached to it. Don't do that. Don't criticize it. Don't get negative on it. Don't get weird about it. Just use your body. Use your body the same way you drive a vehicle. Get you from here to there. Get your work done, right? And what's your work? Spiritual work. So how can you have more compassion for yourself? Bring in spirit in your body. Bring in that love. Bring in that soul. Be the conduit between heaven and earth. Travel between the worlds of heaven and earth, right? Bring that experience into your body. And then, yeah, it's like, enjoy this journey. There is no victory, really. There's no triumph. There's no destination. It's the journey, right? That's how you get the mastery. So embody the journey, move forward with confidence, be disciplined yet flexible in your pursuits. Be a disciplined half-asser. Crafting with the Chariot. Encounter cedar in the wild, ask for guidance, carry a small leaf in your pocket for courage. We're going to manifest more courage tomorrow. That's great. Come back tomorrow. We're going to manifest more courage tomorrow on Wednesday. But cedar is coming in with that message to manifest more courage with just carrying part of cedar on you. Practice discipline and flexibility. Learn to harvest cedar honorably with ceremony and intention. So yeah, be more honorable. Be more in tune and respectful of nature. Be more ceremonious. Is that a word? If it is, be it. Be more ceremonious. Have more intentions. Like, don't just tramp through the forest like a fool, right? Go in there with respect and reverence, and shut your mouth and listen to the wisdom that's in every single tree that you walk by. And yeah, definitely find a cedar tree. What did it say? It was so pretty. The trunks of the cedar, I can't find it, but it said that it had the stories. What did it say? What did it say? I felt like it said something. Oh, here it is. Just as a cedar trunk contains the stories of the earth. So bring knowledge of spirit and soul into your body, just like the cedar trunk does. It contains the stories of the earth, the stories of Gaia Chitaya. So one last thing, journey into the spiritual realms with a cedar steam or a cedar smudge. Now, this is like TMI, but this is me for you. I have cedar essential oil, and literally it's just like in my drawer. Like I don't know, I just have it. But just yesterday, didn't I put some on my armpits? And today I pulled the cedar card. So I just want to leave you with that. That's magic for you. What else should we manifest through my armpits? My pits are a manifesting machine. I'll put some sex in my pits. All right, so focus, Sadie. Focus. All right, so there we go. How can I be more compassionate towards myself during this time? Cedar comes through with the Chariot, giving me a whole lot of insight about that. But it's basically next step, girl. It's like your next step for bringing true compassion is connecting with Gaia, connecting with ancestors, connecting with spirit, connecting with the soul. And you get over these body issues by finally using your body for what it was intended for. All right, second question. Are you ready to shuffle again and pull another card? Now this question, it's going to go on the other side, the top right. That's where we're putting it. Leave a nice space for Gaia. I don't know. I wish I had something pretty to put. I'll have to think of something to put in between these cards so I can take a picture. How can I be more compassionate towards my loved ones during this time? So how can you be more compassionate towards your loved ones during this time? Whew. So yeah, I just admit to myself, like, you know, I got to watch myself. You know, I don't want to be too harsh or sharp or unsympathetic or rough around the edges with my children and my loved ones and my mom. And with everyone, truly. So I'm excited to see what's said with this, because I have been doing a pretty good job. And you know how I've been doing better with being more compassionate? Shutting up. Believe it or not. Like yesterday, my Sagittarius daughter, she was really having a rough night last night, really emotional, missing her dad, missing the dogs. And the best thing I could do was just sit there and hold her hand and look at her and love her and really not say much. Yeah, because sometimes it's like talking actually makes things worse. So I've been trying to like just feel more love and compassion, like not really searching for the right thing to say, or, you know, because then you're in your head, and what does my head say? It's like, come on, just get over it. Let's go. Shake it off. Get up. Brush your dirt off. Here we go. But that's not what people need sometimes. So like I really am trying to get more into my heart space and just hold space for them and just be in that state of presence and awareness, and offer that towards my loved ones. And so far, so good. So let's just see. The question is, I'll read it one more time for you. How can I be more compassionate towards my loved ones during this time? How can I be more compassionate towards my loved ones at this time? How can I be more compassionate towards my loved ones? How can I be more compassionate towards my loved ones? Okay, we're going off the top. And, ooh, it is a reversed nettle. It's an Ace of Earth. All right. So, did you listen to the podcast Time in the Studio with Sarah Marie Miller? Time, like the herb. Time in the Studio. I was interviewed on that podcast. Check it out. It was a really fun. We had fun, Sarah. It was so fun. And she sprung this question on me. If you were an herb, which herb would you be? And without even thinking, I said stinging nettles. Because it's the honest to God truth, right? And I remember Sarah was like, really? She's like, I thought you would say motherwort because, motherwort was the most influential herb in my life. But I was like, no, I wish I was motherwort. Oh, that would be amazing if I related to motherwort. Hell no. Who do I relate to? Stinging nettle. Because stinging nettle to me is so nourishing. She'll give you everything you need, but she's really you don't cuddle her. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel a lot of the time. Even though I am a physical person and I love to be cuddled, I'm not always cuddly. I'm not always I don't come off as someone that you'd be like, oh, I should go cuddle her. Because I'm just not, I don't look like someone who would like that, even though I do. But at the same time, you have to watch your boundaries with me. You really do. I know who I am. But I also know that I have everything you need. I would nourish you and take care of you and build your blood. Do you know what I mean? I will take care of you the way. Do you ever drink nettles, either dried as an infusion or fresh juice? You feel amazing with nettle in your body. I love the energy of nettle. But yeah, boundaries, bitch. You know what I mean? So it was just really funny that I still relate to nettles so much. Hopefully someday I am not quite the nettle personality. Maybe I could be more mullein or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'll always have a special place in my heart for nettles energetically because I understand her. I do. All right, so this is the Ace of Earth. Okay, so what's really cool is Herb of the Week, mullein, is the Ace of Fire. Now we have the Ace of Earth. And if you listened yesterday, you heard me say that the Ace cards are herbs in this deck that are usually considered weeds. They're found easily in nature. They're not usually cultivated intentionally, although I intentionally planted nettles behind my garage because I'm a lazy forager and I wanted access to nettles easily and a lot of them. And they are trying to take over the world back there, so I got my wish. I bring in the weeds. I really do. I love the weeds, you guys. My yard looks like shit, but I'm happy. All right. So the question is, how can I be more compassionate towards my loved ones during this time? And Nettle comes in and says, health and wealth may begin with a sting. Take the next step, even if it hurts. Let your gifts take root in the physical world. So how does this help me be less of a bitch? All right, let me read the whole thing to you and maybe I'll find an answer how I can be more compassionate with other people. Okay, obviously it came in reversed. So it's telling to me, let's be a little less stinging, right? Maybe, right? Let's be a little easier, gentler, sweeter. Yeah. A dense evergreen forest is brimming with life. The broken branches of a giant moss-covered evergreen trees make way for the sun. A healthy stand of nettles is illuminated. The tiny poison-filled syringes on the leaves and stem glisten in the light. An admiral butterfly flits about until it lands to lay eggs underneath one of the serrated leaves. So the Ace of Earth, and I love that this is an Earth card too, because we are doing the Goddess Gaia inspired tarot spread by Spiritual Chick Mel, right? So we got the Ace of Earth. And Nettle says the beginning of a new project can be challenging, right? So if compassion towards others is my new project, it can be challenging. Respond to practical developments with action. The outcome is closer than you think. Nettle stops us when it brushes against our skin and stings. Pay attention to what is calling. So that to me says pay attention to the needs of your loved ones. If they are asking for your attention, if they are asking for your support, your love, your compassion, your time, your awareness, your help, stop what you're doing and tend to them. Stop what you're doing and respond practically. How can I help? How can I help you, right? How can I do to help? What can I do to help this? What can I do to help, right? Sometimes that's what people are looking for. That's what they need. And yeah, it's going to be challenging if you've always just blown everybody off, but give it a go. Pay attention to what is calling. So yeah, nettle, it's a familiar weed, but it is potent medicine. And so that means you already have access to the resource you desire, but you may need to accept it first. So it's like, sometimes we think we need something that's not in our life, but actually like what we need is already actually in our life. Like you actually have all the resources you need right now to do the thing you want to do or to feel the way you want to feel. So just look at your life and know that everything is there. Nettle is actually really useful. I don't know how, but you can make rope with it. Baskets and clothing can be made from nettle. It's very the stems are very fibrous. Like when I blend it up fresh, I use my Vitamix. Like we are getting it done. And then I strain it through actually like a Greek yogurt strainer because it has this like fine silk fabric mesh. So that's how I strain my green juices. They're delicious. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we could actually do with nettle. I'm not sure how you do all that. But another message is to find stability and prosperity and fulfilling work that takes root in the physical world. Develop your skills and enjoy your creations. Receive the gifts of the earth. Receive the gifts of the earth. Build on the path of your ancestors. All right, I shit you not. Build on the path of your ancestors. Okay, back-to-back ancestors coming in. I love that it's asking us how we can be more compassionate towards other people. And it's saying to me, enjoy your creations. So one of the things that I was struggling with when I had that tantrum podcast, you can spread disinformation, is because I was making the mistake of listening to feedback. I was making the mistake of letting people into my headspace about my creations. It was lessening my own enjoyment of my podcasting, of my creations, of my relationship with plants, right? So I feel like this is telling me I need to really honor my creativity, my projects, my creations, love them, enjoy them. That will keep me in a better mood, and then it will be easier for me to be more compassionate towards my loved ones, right? When I'm enjoying myself, when you're loving your life, when you're enjoying your expression and creation in the world, you're just energetically in a better place to give compassion. Why? Because you are receiving the gifts of the earth. You're receiving the gifts of the earth. Build on the path of your ancestors. So our ancestors, they've done so much work for us. They've laid the groundwork. They've cleared the path. Now build on it, right? You don't need to do things from like scratch. Like learn these ancient ways, connect with these energies, let them guide you, let them inspire you. Like we don't have to start from scratch every incarnation, right? Like you've already left clues for yourself. Do you know? So it's like open up to that guidance and build on the path of your ancestors. So crafting with the Ace of Earth nettle, it says take charge of your well-being with a bite. Wildcraft young nettle tips and make pesto. You could dye journal paper with nettle tea. Commit to your next steps in writing. That's kind of cool. Or share your projects and plans with trusted friends. But anyways, nettle says health and wealth may begin with a sting. Take the next step, even if it hurts. And you know what? Compassion doesn't hurt anybody but your ego. Okay? So if your ego is getting stung with your new interest in being compassionate towards others, it's like you gotta just keep taking this next step and let your gifts take root in the physical world. So I resent people a lot. I don't know if you've noticed. But I resent people, you know, like I put my creations out there and then like they don't get supported and then my ego got resentful. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm done with that. I'm done. I'm freaking done with that. I'm going to let my gifts take root in the physical world and people can take them or they cannot take them. It doesn't matter. I'm putting my gifts out there for Gaia, for the earth, for people who want to connect with plants. And it's like, I just got to keep creating and then leave my creations in the forest or the energetic forest, my podcast, leave my podcast recordings in the forest, and then whoever finds them, finds them. And it's not my business anymore to go back and check. I will let my gifts take root in the physical world. And then I'll keep taking my next step and my next step and my next step. And when I don't look back, I'm not comparing, I'm not measuring, I'm not keeping score, I'm not going to let myself get resentful. What I'm going to do is step into a more compassionate energy. It's taking me detaching in a great way in a lot of ways. I have to detach severely, but what it's allowing me to do is to be more unconditional loving and more compassionate to everyone around me. Yeah. Amen. All right, let's move on to our third card. All right, Tarot Tuesday Tarot, continuing on with our third card. These tarot days are a doozy, aren't they? Like pretty much everyone on my whole podcast are a doozy anymore. But I mean, talk about like all of a sudden once I switched my energy, I told you more beautiful people are coming into my life. There's been like the listeners have doubled, like just like that. So it's a really interesting thing that happened. So yeah, if you were part of it and you spread the word about Herb Oracle, thanks so much. Universe, thanks so much. It's a shame that Anchor doesn't have me any sponsors. I'm making $0 from this podcast, but guess what? That's what I'm learning in that book, Big Magic. I cannot put the pressure on my creative projects anymore. I can't expect my podcast to support me. It takes away from my creativity. So I need to love my podcasts, but not expect them to support me. It's a change in perspective. It sure is. But it's freeing. It's very freeing. All right, ready to do our third? This is bottom left corner. And the question is, if you're playing along, shuffling and pulling cards, what is the lesson in this for me? The question is, what is the lesson in this? So what is your lesson? Okay. What is the lesson in all this for me? What is the lesson in this for me? What is the fucking lesson? What is the lesson in this for me? Hold on, I want a clear answer. What is the lesson? I'm serious. What is the lesson? All right, I guess that's the lesson. It's nasturtium, 6 of fire. Gosh, you know I want to look at the bottom of the deck so bad. Can I just even peek? Cattail, 6 of air. Interesting. 2 6s. What's the number 6? You know what number 6 is? The number of love and compassion. Love and compassion is my lesson. So my bestie, Asiel the Oracle, he pulled me some cards last night. Let me just pull up that text message. One of the cards that he pulled me, this were from the Star Seed Oracle, was You Got the Love. Okay? And it was Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. This was the third card he pulled me, and the whole reading was awesome, but this really struck me because it said that I am a lover of the cosmos. I dive in fast, right? And I'm here to learn how to love while in a separate body. So part of like my thing in this earthly body is learning to establish healthy relationships, having healthy boundaries, I guess. Being interdependent but not codependent, right? So that is part of my lesson, right? Learning this. But so anyways, this is a theme of mine. Let's see what nasturtium says though. So the question is, what is the lesson in this for me? What is the lesson? And nasturtium says the lesson is to celebrate yourself and others. Call the circle. Make some magic. Glitter and spice magnify power and joy. So this is a very, very beautiful card. There are these 6 tall candles. A table is set for making spells with friends. All right. So I told you I'm stinging nettles, right? Guess how many friends I have in my life? Do you hear the crickets with me? Yeah, like I have lots of acquaintances. I'm nice to everybody, but it's like, do I have 6 people that I could invite over? Maybe, but it's kind of like I'm borrowing someone else's friends. Like the ladies at Ladies Night would. They certainly would, and I am learning more and more that they could be my friends. But I think the lesson for me really is to let people into my life more, maybe. You know, especially being that stinging nettle personality type. It's like, here's your nourishment, now get the fuck away from me. You know? That's kind of me. Like, I love you now. Bye. Oh, that's funny. So there are large beeswax pillars waiting to be adorned. Oh my gosh. I love beeswax candles so much. Red and gold glitter spills onto the table. Nasturtium flowers, crimson, orange, and yellow, pepper the table. And that's funny because if you've ever eaten a nasturtium, they are peppery. They're yum yum. A candle is lit in the center. It's like in this little silvery bowl. It's lit in the center of this holy mess to mark the beginning of sacred time. So what is my lesson in all of this? To raise a little power for healing and transformation. To cheer on your friends and praise their accomplishments as they do for you. So yeah, I mean, we've got to learn to celebrate each other. And I've got to learn not to hold back my celebration for you, and not to hold back my celebration for myself, right? That's what it said. First of all, celebrate yourself and others. Call the circle. Make some magic. Glitter and spice magnify power and joy. So yeah, nasturtiums are amazing. I didn't grow any last year. I totally regret that. So I'm gonna make sure. I think I might like do a hanging basket with nasturtiums. So if I see one at the market this year, I don't care if it's $35, Sadie, you're buying it. Drawing bees and nourishing the soil, wildly growing nasturtium is a vibrant plant that brings life to the garden. Your ability to bring people together creates magic. Oh, thank you. Claim your place as a community leader. Damn it. Gather circles, like actual ones. Creativity ignites creativity. All right, got to stop there, because what is one of our Mullen affirmations about ignite? I ignite the flame of creativity. That's literally our affirmation this week from our Herb of the Week Mullen. I ignite the flame of creativity, and nasturtium is coming in with the 6 of fire to say creativity ignites creativity. So first you ignite your own creativity, and then from your candle, from your flame, you ignite someone else's creativity. And I literally just got a voicemail this morning at Herbal Marie with someone who had listened to my podcast, and she said, don't you dare quit podcasting, like, ever. I don't know if she said that, but that's what I heard. She's like, you inspired me to make a podcast. She's like, you inspired me to get into herbs. And then she literally said, and now I'm making a podcast and I'm going to inspire someone. She was saying, like, even if I only inspire one person and she only inspires one person, at least we've kept it going, right? So that makes me think of this. At least we're passing on that flame. We're keeping it going. Creativity ignites creativity. So if you're being creative in your life, which I hope you are, honey, I hope you are, let someone lay eyes on you. Whether it be an Instagram post or a friend or a family member or just being out in the yard doing something creative, let somebody witness you. That's what I'm doing with all these beautiful people in my life. Like the person that I messaged this morning, his name's James, and his last girlfriend, I totally stalked both of their pages. They loved each other and maybe still love each other. I can't figure it out. It doesn't matter. So much that I'm like, I'm just going to be a creep and witness this, because I need someone to ignite this within me. I need to know that love is possible. I need to know that, like, kindness and respect and this companionship and partnership and collaboration is possible, right? So even though this is saying to me that I'm supposed to ignite other people's, I'm just saying I get it, because now I'm letting other people inspire me more in the realm of love and compassion, because that's where I need help. So gather circles, claim your place as a community leader. Okay, I am open to that. I love that idea. But for the most part, up till this now moment, like, my tagline is basically like Sadie Marie Cherico, an open book that nobody wants to read. Okay, like, I would be more than happy to put myself out there in the actual physical community, but nobody really wants me. Like, I know that's obviously a limited belief that I have, but I have a lot of stuff to back it up. Like, I would do things if people wanted them, but for the most part, nobody gives a shit. So I hear you, nasturtium. I hear you, 6 of fire, and I am open to gathering circles and claiming my place as a community leader, but I don't know if it's a little premature for that right now, okay? Nasturtium blooms in many colors. Let your personal flair shine. Dance to your own beat while dancing in harmony with others. Now that I can do because I love to dance. I love to dance. I love to dance. And yeah, you can dance to your own beat while still dancing in harmony with others. So that to me is sweet. Nasturtium vinegar adds flavor with a kick. Celebrate your accomplishments with pizzazz. Pizzazz. So just a few things from nasturtium before I get up and turn the heat down, because is it getting hot in here, or was I just thinking about being in the community and dancing? Ooh, can we dance in these circles? Add nasturtium petals to spell candles to increase their energy and strength. So yeah, there's all these candles. There's some petals of nasturtium at the top of these candles, right? It's a sacred gathering. There's glitter, there's spice, there's nasturtium, there's candles. You can just feel what's going to culminate here. Another idea is make nasturtium oxymel spritzers to toast your accomplishments. So yeah, some of that nasturtium vinegar you made, mix it with some honey. That's an oxymel. And maybe water it down too and toast your accomplishments. Magnify joy at your next gathering. Serve goat cheese, mixed with nasturtium petals and leaves. Okay, I know some people who would love that. Goat cheese makes me want to vomit. And I love goats. Like, I love goats. I would love to have little pygmy goats someday. That's my retirement plan. I love goats. But goat cheese, like, I drank goat milk growing up, right? And so I had this really good memory of goat milk, like, getting squirt in my mouth, fresh from the teat and everything. But when I was an adult and pregnant, I went to a goat farm with the Down to Earth Garden Club in Du Bois, and we went and they were like, would you like to sample some goat cheese? And I'm like, yes, because I had goats. I love drinking the goat milk. Well, I don't know if it was like my pregnancy hormones or what, but I literally almost threw up right then and there because it just tasted so foul and disgusting. And to this day, like, I just actually had goat cheese on Valentine's for my Valentine's date. They had this huge portobello mushroom and it looked so good. It had tomatoes and it had these shavings of goat cheese, and I'm like, yum, I'm gonna try this. Well, I didn't know it was goat cheese, and I put one bite in my mouth and it came right out into my napkin. Like, I didn't contemplate, I didn't think this might be rude. Like, it literally was in my mouth. I tasted the goat cheese and it was bleh. Like, my napkin was straight to my mouth and it was out, and I didn't have any more of that. They did really good with the artichoke dip, though. Okay, I will say that for Barrel 55. But I'm not gonna do that portobello again if it's got goat cheese. No, hell no, hell no. So you can have your own. You can have the goat cheese mixed with nasturtium petals and leaves. I'm gonna like have anything else other than goat cheese with my nasturtiums. I'll just eat the nasturtiums by themselves, or regular cheese. Yeah, I can't do it, you guys. I can't. But what I can do is magnify joy at my next gathering. So the question is, what is the lesson in this for me? I've got to start putting it out there. I've got to start putting my joy out there, my compassion, my love, my dancing, my fun, the way that I can gather people, the way that I am a leader. Okay, even if my low self-worth thinks that nobody wants me, my higher self knows that's bullshit. And what I can do, what the lesson is for creativity to ignite creativity. That is my place in the community, right? Adding to that fire, adding to that healing and transformation, putting a little glitter and spice, a little more power on it, right? So the potential for us to create is out there, but yeah, we gotta what is that? Fuel the flames, or it's like breathe a little more life into it. Absolutely. So anyways, that's pretty good. That really is. If we want to make change in the world, if we want to help others, if we want to fulfill our mission, our purpose of what we can add to the world, it is time to get out there with a little bit more pizzazz, a little bit more pepper, and let ourselves be seen. Dance to your own beat while dancing in harmony with others. And yeah, that's definitely my lesson. Learning to coexist with other people, their little stinging nettle, right? Learning to dance to your own beat, but within harmony of others too. So yeah, and stop stinging people when they try to hug you. All right, last card. Are you ready to be done? Okay, how long will this podcast go on? The question is, how will the lesson assist me during this time? So how will the lesson assist me during this time? I feel like it's pretty obvious how it's going to assist us. It's going to make our lives more enjoyable, right? We're going to help people. We're going to be more giving, more interactive, more uplifting, more inspiring. That's what we came here to do. All right, let me get a little shuffle. Get the energy back in this deck. How will the lesson assist me during this time? We'll just be open to see what comes through. How will this lesson of learning to dance with others assist me at this time? Now 2 popped up. Damn it, you guys. 2 literally slid out of the deck. I freaking hate when this happens. It's the Iha of Fire, the Daughter of Fire, California Poppy, and the 8 of Fire, Ginger. All right. So now we have 2 cards because, my decks my decks are dicks. That's what's up. My decks are sometimes dicks to me. But I see why. This happened. Because need more fire. Need more cowbell. Need more fire in my life. The Iha of Fire, California Poppy, the Daughter of Fire, and the 8 of Fire, Ginger. And I have so much ginger right now in the cupboard. I'm going to drink some ginger tea today. I hear you. But now these 2 cards are going to address the question, how will the lesson assist me during this time? So let's get the quick answer. Let's go to the Ihas. I passed it. So the Ihas are the daughters, okay? And California Poppy says, create with the enthusiasm of a beginner. Create with the enthusiasm of a beginner. Boisterous play, then sweet sleep. Light up the landscape with golden joy. So that confirms what Nasturtium was saying, bringing more joy, bringing more creativity, lighting it up. Light it up, light worker. Boisterous play, and then take a nap. You know what I'm saying? It's like shine, 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 sweet sleep, recover, get back up, shine again. Have that enthusiasm like this is your first day on earth. Like the world has not dampened you yet, right? Like you are feeling good every day, heart of a child. Now let me just peek at 8 of Fire too, because I want these messages to work together, I guess, because they came out together. The question is, how will the lesson assist me during this time? And Ginger says, adapt swiftly to unexpected changes. So how will all this lesson, this whole shebang that we did today on Tarot Tuesday Tarot, how's it going to assist me? It's going to help me adapt swiftly to unexpected changes. You can handle the heat. Act quickly when inspiration strikes. So this lesson is going to help me be adaptable. It's going to help me be flexible. It's going to help me handle the heat. It's going to get crazy in the world the next month. And I looked down and I got a confirming number for that, 441. That's the time I was born. So when I see 441, I know for sure. I know for sure what I just said is true. Things are going to get crazier in the world. So that's why joy is so important right now. That's why creativity and love and compassion is so important right now. Gaia, our Earth Mother Goddess, needs this energy from us to help balance out all the darker energies that she is purging right now. Do you know what I mean? I just did a meditation the other day, and we hugged the earth. We envisioned the earth, and we hugged the earth with this golden light, and we squeezed her, and we hugged her, and we put these lighted tendrils all through her. And as we squeezed her, as we contracted her and squeezed her, this dark goop dripped out of the bottom of the earth. She is letting go of the dark energies, right? Anything that had a hold on her, she's letting it go. So how can we support our goddess, our mother, our Gaia, our earth? More joy, more togetherness, more energetic togetherness, more compassion, more love, more fire, more playfulness, more fun, more being able to just go with these changes, right? Adapt to these changes as quick as you can. You can handle the heat. And when that inspiration from spirit, from your ancestors, from your higher self, from your soul strikes, you got to act quickly. You got to go with it. If the music is on, you dance now. You don't listen to the song and dance when it's over. You get up off your ass and you dance now. You live your life now. You love now. So that's what all this fire, all this transformative fire energy that we have here on the bottom, it's encouraging us to have that enthusiasm of the fool, of the beginner, right? Boisterous play. Light it up. Light up your landscape. Light up your life with joy. So California Poppy, we've seen this card before. It's got the hands of the Iha, the daughter. She's got, I don't know what type of jewel this is. She's got an amber. Oh, it's amber. It's an amber gazing ball. She's got her hands around it like she's a gypsy. She's got some costume jewelry on, a ring. She's playing. She's got all these California poppies all over. There's a mortar and pestle, a lot of magical objects. She's got her little stuffed animal, a little tiger, a glitter wand. She's got a little tiny cauldron. Yeah, she's got a mortar and pestle too. She's playing with California Poppy. So the plants are everywhere. The poppies are everywhere. The flowers are everywhere. She's got pictures of the California Poppy. They're scattered about like they're oracle cards. Okay, she's a little oracle reader. She's so sweet. Real flowers frame the edge of the table. So yeah, she's got her dirty fingers, her dirt-stained fingers adorned with flashy jewels, and she's got her hands around an amber gazing ball. This is us. This is us playing when we were kids. The Iha of fire jumps at the chance to be creative. She cannot wait to begin a new project. She approaches everything with the playfulness of a child. So knowing the strong elixir of California Poppy creates magic, she takes small but confident steps towards independence. She may have watched an elder many times, but now she makes medicines for herself. Just as California poppy flowers light up dry, wild desert meadows with their brilliant color, she stays open to the light, sways with the wind, and radiates delight. So that's what we need to do. An interesting note, one of the very few tinctures I have left in the cupboard in a mass quantity is California poppy. And I haven't really been drawn to it too much because it's so bitter. Because I thought it was a good idea to use the whole plant, including the roots, and now I'm questioning that. Like, I use the stems and the leaves and the petals and the roots, and it is not very tasty. But I was thinking to myself the other day, like, as we're in this quarantine and isolation, and like I'm having moments where I'd like to have a little drink. Like, if the weed runs out. I'm thinking I need to drink some of this California poppy now. At least connect with it. At least take that to bed with me a little bit and connect with that energy. So this summer I could grow some California poppies. We can craft fairy dolls from the poppy flowers to inspire enthusiasm. We could spend time gathering California poppy. We could craft a relaxing elixir. We could do a little guerrilla gardening with California poppy seeds and sprinkle joy wherever we go. All right, I love that idea. Like, put my lip balm in one pocket, put a handful of California poppy seeds in the other pocket, and just sprinkle joy. Sprinkle these seeds like a guerrilla gardener wherever you go. And then a month later, come back and see what sprouted and have a little laugh, have a little chuckle that you did it. You done it. That is fun. That sounds fun to me. That sounds more fun than crafting a fairy doll. Like being an asshole a fairy. Being a steward of the earth sounds more fun to me, sprinkling California poppy seeds wherever I go. All right. So anyways, see, I'm radiating delight. Like, yeah, because I am being a little devilish about it, but at least it got my energy up. At least it got me getting some enthusiasm of a beginner. Like, how fun does that be? Like, hey, let's go for a walk and sprinkle these seeds all over the fucking place. Like, that to me is fun and playful. Especially that one neighbor's yard. Let's especially put them there. Okay, so boisterous play. How is this lesson going to assist me during this time? Well, I'm going to be more playful. I'm going to have more fun. I'm going to have more golden joy. I'm going to be radiating more light because I'm finally loving my life, right? I'm loving my life now. And Ginger, too, is saying, good. You need to get in that good vibrational place because changes are coming swiftly. Unexpectedly. You need to adapt on the drop of a dime. Don't freak out. You can handle this. You can handle the heat. But you need to act quickly. And when inspiration strikes, you need to act just as quick. Okay? So now we're looking at a kitchen scene. And there is fire coming off of this pan. Something cooks on every burner in a busy kitchen. Right? There's a saute pan. It's alive with flames. Vegetables fly into the air from another pan. It's just crazy. It's making me hungry. A large pot bubbles over with broth. A tray of onions, limes, and ginger root is precariously perched on the edge of the stove. The walls of this kitchen are filled to the brim with spices, herbs, and culinary supplies. Yes, baby. Inspiration comes from all directions. Can you handle so many things at once? Like the busy stove in this kitchen, everything begs for your attention. Change is happening quickly. Swift action is needed, or you may become overwhelmed. Ginger warms the body and fires up energy. When creative possibilities spin all about you, fast, focused movement is key. This is not the time to pause and consider, but instead respond with urgency. Ginger is a spicy medicine, but you can handle the heat. Dang, and that is the energy coming into my life. I got several podcasts I'm working on all at the same time. I got projects here, I've got projects there. I've got people clamoring for me now all of a sudden. Like, yeah, a little ginger, a little fire in my life will help me serve everyone and everything, and including myself. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have some ginger tea, maybe put some in my cooking, maybe make an elixir to help keep the flames of inspiration burning, maybe a little ginger honey pot, right, to get it moving. But how is this all going to serve me? It's going to help me keep up with the increased energies. So all the lessons today, all the advice from cedar, nettle, nasturtium, California poppy, and ginger are going to help us stay current with the times. We're going to keep up with that fire. Creativity ignites creativity. We're going to stoke the flames. We're going to keep that fire going, and we're going to have fun in the process, and we're going to learn how to have ourselves a proper party, okay? We're going to learn how to come together and dance, yes, to the beat of our own stinging nettle drum, but also in harmony with others. Also in the spirit of co-creation. Baby, we are creating a new earth here. Have you noticed the world is coming apart? The world is crumbling because it's the old energy dying off. So let's embrace this together. Let's do what we can to keep shining our light, inspiring ourselves and inspiring others. And yeah, just bringing this light together in a co-creative spirit, in a very fiery, fun way, to just keep the light of the earth going. So there it is, our Goddess Gaia inspired tarot spread. So much fire, so much energy, so much focus, so much love, so much compassion, so much unity. And that's what we need to be putting out into humanity at this time. So I feel pretty good about this. I hope you do too. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Dang, come on back tomorrow. We are going to manifest some courage, because I feel like we just signed up for a lot here. What? Throwing circles, gathering, stepping into leadership, dancing in front of people? Yeah. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. We're going to definitely manifest more courage for all of that. And from the bottom of my big stinging nettle heart, so much love to you.